backdoor, finding McCraven, pass a little high for him. McCraven had a reset, puts it up off the glass, good.
Out to Hallie Crockett, her second baseball pass up the floor to Abby Richmond. Right-handed layup for two.
Go backing and backing, gets stalled again, and picks up 2 points. So 2-point takedown.
The puck tries to reverse along the boards, taken away by Parker. Found it out of goal! Parker tees up Brody Schultz!
Right-handed dribble, goes to Reichel, deep three-pointer on the way! That's good!
Up the floor, Severson over to Bevins, all alone, steps up, shoots the three, and it's good!
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Thursday evening from the Victory Activity Center on the campus of North Dakota State University. This is the final day of the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament here on yourliveevent.com. From the Gary Rogers Press Box, I'm Chase Miller. Joey Hughes and alongside Bryce Laxton will be joining the show here as well. Coming up throughout our pregame show, we'll hear from both head coaches of Mike Gockler and the Hankinson Pirates, and alongside Ryan Weber and the Sargent County Bulldogs, we'll give you a little preview of the championship game in Region 1 between the Central Cass Squirrels and alongside the Kindred Vikings, and dive into the player matchup and also the senior class for Sargent County and the Hankinson Pirates as well. All four teams will have 3 seniors playing, and 3 of the 4 will honor those seniors one more time here tonight. But from that situation, we will get you slated for this basketball contest. The Sargent County Bulldogs and the Hankinson Pirates lost 2 nail-biting games back in the semifinals on Tuesday. Central Cass defeated Hankinson 79-71, while Sargent County and Kindred, Sargent County fell to the Kindred Vikings in that contest to get to this matchup of where we are right now here for the 3rd place and alongside the championship contest. Hankinson and Sargent County and Central Cass and the Kindred Vikings coming up at 7:30 again for the Region 1 championship. The Sargent County Bulldogs 19-3 on the season. Their losses at the hands of Kindred twice and Central Cass. While for the Hankinson Pirates 16-7 on the season, they saw their 10-game winning streak come to a snap and a close back on Tuesday. Also still to come, we'll take a look at other regions across the state of North Dakota. There are some interesting matchups across the way. Some teams that are trying to make it to state for the first time in 2 or 3 decades. Also, we'll take a look at what the State B Boys Basketball Tournament has in store and give you some updates from the Super A as well, as the East is faring very well in the first couple of games. This is our pregame show between the Hankinson Pirates and the Sargent County Bulldogs. We're going to take a quick break. We come back after this. We'll dive into what other games are going on across the state of North Dakota and also tonight here on yourliveevent.com. This is the Region 1 Boys Basketball 3rd place game between the Bulldogs and the Pirates here on Your Live Event.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsboro, Natick, Page, and Castleton. Or view our website, www.onsteadlaw.com. Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 16th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 75 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls. The sale will be broadcast on DV Auction, and you can request a catalog today. Email gjrangus@feltontel.net or call 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 16th. We'll see you at the bull sale. For more information, visit jacobsonredangus.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation. As we continue on our pregame show, the Sargent County Bulldogs have taken the floor, and joining us now is the head coach for Sargent County. That is Ryan Weber. And Ryan, first and foremost, congratulations on a tremendous season at this point. I know the third place games is never where you want to play when you're so close of getting to that region championship. But let's just talk about the seniors in Mr. Zach Bixby, Fletcher Wilprecht, and Gavin Christensen. What have they meant this season, but also to this program being in the third year of this Sargent County Bulldogs co-op here, Ryan?
Early on, we didn't have a ton of success. I think 3 years ago we had 4 or 5 wins. Then, last year up to 12, and those guys are the catalyst for that. Fletcher and Gavin obviously had a lot more playing time than Zach does. They've meant, they step on the court, they bring a positive attitude every game. They work their tails off, and Zach, I'm really happy he's stuck out a lot of kids. They come and they go if they don't get the playing time or they as much as they think or something like that. But he stuck it out. He earned a varsity jersey this year for the first time, and I'm just happy he stuck it out. He's been a great person. He's a great young man to have in our program. And, he's a leader, too, on and off the court. And I see some of the guys giving you some hand gestures, giving you the finger, giving you 2 fingers up with the bunny ears behind you a little bit. So let's just talk about that, how this team has been loose from start to finish, obviously having some hard expectations, winning 10, winning 15 games in a row before you lost at the end of the regular season there to Kindred and Central Cass. This team here, Ryan, as they became, you said enjoy the journey. You were talking about enjoying each day because these type of seasons don't come along. So what has it been from your point of view? Guys giving you rabbit ears or guys giving you fist pumps after they get an and one here, Ryan? What's it been like from your point of view? I've loved every minute of it. These kids are great. They have a great attitude, and that stuff they were doing to me, that's kind of the team we are. It's a blessing every day to get to come out here and play basketball, and to win that many games in a row to start off a season, that was super special, especially when some folks necessarily didn't expect us to do something like that. But to do that's awesome. They're an amazing group of kids, and I've enjoyed every minute of this season. And we're playing in this game, which obviously isn't where we want to be, but they still get one more game. And gosh, we haven't been to this game since I think 6-7 years ago. Yeah, and last thing for you, let's just talk about the matchup. Both teams went right down to the wire with their respective games. What do you expect here for the final 32 minutes of basketball here in the regular season, Ryan? I expect a really fun game. These guys are buddies off the court. They all know each other. They've played a lot of 3-on-3s. I know Fletcher, Gavin, and Cruz, they grew up playing 3-on-3s together. So I expect to see a lot of smiles, a lot of laughs. It's going to be a fun game. Obviously, Rashawn and Cruz, they score a ton of points, and I would expect to see a lot of points tonight, but I think it's going to be a really fun game, a really fun last game for a few of these guys. Ryan, as always, thanks so much for your time. A tremendous season. Best of luck in one more game here for the Bulldogs. Right on, Chase. Thank you for everything this year, too, man. Appreciate it. That again, head coach for the Sargent County Bulldogs, Ryan Weber, with us here on our pregame show. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll hand the mic over to Mike Gockler of the Hankinson Pirates. That is next on your live event.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Take a good look at Hillsborough. You probably know that the people are friendly, and you know about the quality of healthcare available at Sanford Medical Center. Maybe you've been to the Hillsborough Sports Complex to cheer on the Burros. Look at the businesses on Hillsborough's Main Street. The Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation provides financial help to local child care providers, and they're interested in supporting local businesses. For more information, contact the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation at growhillsboroughnd.com.
We go from one coach's corner to the other coach's corner as the Hankinson Pirates have taken the floor, and joining us now from Hankinson, that's their head coach, Mike Gockler. And Mike, I asked Ryan Weber the very same question to start it off here. You know, the senior class, anytime you get into this situation, you know, it's 4 more quarters of basketball. Cruz Hernandez, Rustin Kath, then the interesting story. Now, you and I have talked about, you know, Phil Mikowski as well, the foreign exchange student from Germany, kind of playing and getting an opportunity to acclimate himself here in North Dakota. What have these 3 guys meant to this program this year, and specifically Cruz and Rustin for the last couple of seasons here in your program?
Well, they're just wonderful kids. You know, Cruz obviously a leader. I know he made a mistake the other night on the floor, but ultimately all year long he's been a coach on the floor for us. Rusty's been doing this for a couple of years. He's shown his strength, the strengths that he has. He's shown the ability to sit outside and knock a few shots down as well this year. So those 2 guys in terms of a leadership role, but I can't even look down the leadership that Phil has had this year, just in support of the team alone. But not only that, he's made himself a good basketball player. The kid told me before he started, he said he'd like to give it a shot. He wasn't even concerned about making a varsity team. I felt his skill level was enough to put him on that varsity squad. And you know what? Every day in practice, he competes with our first 5, and it's been a wonderful experience for both me, the team, and himself.
Take us through some of the traits. What are some of the words that come to mind when you think of this Hankinson Pirate team? Because when I hear a lot of coaches, they say scrappy, a team that doesn't quit. We saw it here in the tournament so far for 2 games in Wahpeton. What are some other words that come to mind here, Mike?
You know, I guess since I've been here and before I was here, when Bruce Stein was here for many years, it's just kind of burned into these kids' minds that you bust your butt. And that's really nothing I've had to do. The kids want to win. It doesn't matter if they're playing the greatest team on the basketball floor or the worst team. They want to get out there and they want to compete and compete hard. I think tonight's going to be no different. I know it's the so-called kiss your sister game, but you know what? At the end of the night, our kids want to win, and their kids are going to want to win this one.
And speaking of maybe a family affair a little bit here, Ryan Weber said, hey, these kids know each other, right? So that means a little bit more coming into this game. Mike, what do you expect for 4 quarters of basketball between the Bulldogs and the Pirates?
Well, I think we're going to see an emptying of the benches tonight. I think we're going to see a few more kids playing. I certainly plan on doing so myself, but at the end of the day, I think we're going to see good basketball from 2 squads. We played them pretty tough down at their place about a month or so ago, and I certainly expect to see a game like that tonight, maybe something that comes down to the end like our last 2 games.
Mike, as always, thanks so much. A tremendous season, and best of luck for one more time here for the 2022-23 version of the Hankinson Pirates.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
That again, Mike Gockler, head coach for the Hankinson Pirates, joining us here on our pregame show. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into some of the other regions across the state of North Dakota and some games going on across the state here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, They invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Folks, it's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us. The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
As we continue on our pregame show here from the Blickery Activities Center on the campus of NDSCS, let's take a look at some of the other regions going on across the way here tonight in terms of region championships. Region 2 will also have for you here on YourLiveEvent.com the third place game also on Your Live Event. Kevin Kochman and Joe Lancello will be on the call for you on that one between Mayport CG and Hillsborough Central Valley. Then the title, back-to-back Region 2 champion Grafton goes up against the Thompson Tommies. Thompson's only been to state once, but they won it in 2019. Region 3, Jamestown Civic Center, there's going to be a new Region 3 champ. Medina Pingree Buchanan goes up against Ellendale. Region 4, how about this? The 5 seed of North Star going up against the 6 seed of Warwick. North Star last made it in 2014. The Warwick Warriors last made it to state in 1996. It's been 27 years. Region 5, Shiloh goes up against Garrison. The Skyhawks of Shiloh have won 5 straight. Garrison looking for their first trip to the state on the boys' side since 1993. Mounted State Dome Region 6, Bishop Bryan, the defending champs, going up against Delax Burlington. DLB, they haven't made it to state since 98. Region 7, number 1 seed Bowman County, number 2 seed Beulah. And in Region 8, Powers Lake Burke Central going up against the Kenmare Bowbells Honkers. So that's a look at other games across the region. And later tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com in Region 1, we'll have Central Cass and Kindred. The Squirrels are going for their first appearance to state since 2012, while Kindred is looking for their 3rd straight Region 1 title and trying to get to another state tournament. That again is later on in Region 1. We'll also name you the All-Region team, the Senior Athlete of the Year, Coach of the Year, and more. That again is coming up later tonight here on Your Live Event after the conclusion of both our 3rd place and championship games. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll dive into our player matchup and also the starting lineups and the opening tip. That's all ahead between the Bulldogs and the Pirates here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant and is set up to do commercial custom seed cleaning for large seed companies or family farms. They seed Dairyland seed corn, soybeans, and alfalfa alongside Westbred certified spring wheat and public spring wheat seed varieties. At Anderson Seed Farms, they don't sell a product that they wouldn't grow on their own farm. Anderson Seed Farms, located in Foreman. For more information, go online to andersonseedfarms.com. That's andersonseedfarms.com.
Bank of North Dakota wants you to be confident when it's time to make student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident to calculate the maximum amount of student loan debt that is recommended based on your career choice. You can also learn how to apply for financial aid and get tips to cut education expenses. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident today.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position; CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you; Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position; and RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnight. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
As we come back here in our pregame show, inching closer to the starting lineups and the opening tip between the Hankinson Pirates and alongside the Sargent County Bulldogs, I'm Chase Miller, he's Bryce Laxdell, and Joey Hughes, part of our three-man crew here in this one. And I think anytime we get to the end of the season, there's a reason why when asking both Ryan Weber and Mike Ockler, the seniors here in these particular classes, Mr. Bixby for Sargent County, Fletcher Wilprecht, and Gavin Christensen. We've mentioned all season long Christensen is a double-double kind of guy. Fletcher Wilprecht can hurt you in many different facets of the game. And sure, maybe Bixby doesn't get a lot of run on the floor, but those are glue guys to the younger classmen to say maybe if you don't get 10, 15 minutes a game, continue to go out, be part of a team, be part of a program, and show that you can make an impact in the weight room or off the court or in practice every day. And Hankinson, cool storyline. Obviously, Cruz Hernandez, a guy that's breaking and shattering school records, a guy that's over 1,000 career points. Rustin Camp, a down and dirty Hankinson Pirate, and I mean that with all due respect in a good way. He is a Hankinson Pirate basketball player through and through. And then Phil Mikowski, a guy from Germany, getting an opportunity to be invested into a program, and they're able to take him under his wing and get some minutes here. Bryce, the seniors, anytime, it's always tough when it is the final game, whether you have a senior class of 10 or a senior class of 1. But the ironic thing is all four teams today have 3 seniors on their roster that are active to play. And there's cool storylines on both from a Sargent County point of view and also a Hankinson Pirate point of view.
Yeah, no need to touch about Hankinson. When we played down in Hankinson, they actually played the German national anthem for him at the game. That was pretty cool. I think in these type of games, the 3rd and 4th place game, you let those seniors get some run, see if they can bring some energy. And kind of like you talked about, whether they're out there for 32 minutes or they play 2 minutes, everybody has a role, and when they buy into their roles like these guys have, that just helps your whole program out, and it gets that total buy-in from everybody else. And these programs have been successful, and it's because of every one of those guys, whether you're the first kid off the bench or you're the kid that the 15th kid on the team. Everybody has a role, and everybody is equally as important.
And that's the one thing that we heard from Ryan Weber talking about. Zachary Bixby, weren't sure if he was maybe going to come out or not through 1 or 2 seasons, but a guy that continued to grind it out and be part of that program. Those are glue guys, right? I mean, sometimes they might not get the starting lineup or they might not get the minutes, but those are so valuable kind of players.
Well, and those are guys, that you have on your scout team when you're running scouts and you're preparing for the other team. They're a lot of times they're the other team's best players, so they have a role. And it's very important. You just might not see it every day out on the court, when the fans come to play. But the kids know it, and the coaches know it, and those, the players know it, the part of the team, how important those individuals are that do all the dirty work in practice and run that scout team stuff.
In Class A earlier today, Davies over Jamestown and Red River at the buzzer beats Minot. So the East 2-0 on the boys' side. On the girls' side, Davies lost to Century ever so close, and Cheyenne came out in fuego to start the game against Legacy. So the East has won 3 out of 4 against the West in the Class A side to start things off. That does it for our pregame show. We come back after this. Starting lineups and the opening tip are next from the Blick Reactivity Center.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community, and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Columbia Grain International has 14 grain elevator locations across the state of North Dakota, including our location in Oaks. With the goal in mind of getting producers unloaded and back on the road as soon as possible, each location features unbiased inspections for quality determination and expert local knowledge. We work closely with our truck and rail partners and strive to move products safely and efficiently from farm to market. Columbia Grain International, committed to cultivating growth with innovative ingredients that nourish life from our local farmers to the world.
As we get ready for the starting lineups here for the Sargent County Bulldogs, clad in their white attire here today, they will go like this. Nick Hansen, the 5'4" junior guard. You also have Fletcher Wilprecht here, the 5'9" senior. From there, another senior in Gavin Christensen, the 5'11" senior center, who, if you want to know how to post up as a guard, take lessons from that guy. Luke Martinson, the 6'4" junior forward. Martinson again at 6'4", and rounding out the starting lineup here is going to be Josh Wittich. Josh with a full name, Wittich, the 6'5" junior guard / forward. Hansen, Wilprecht, Christensen, Martinson, and Wittich. The Sargent County Bulldogs 19-3 on the season. Head coach by Ryan Weber. We go from there now to the Hankinson Pirates under the guidance of head coach Mike Gockler with a mark of 16 wins and 7 losses on the season. Hankinson is going to roll like this here for their starting 5. They'll go with Andrew Jean, the 6'2" sophomore center. And Jean has made an impact in both of the games here in Wahpeton. Cruz Hernandez, the 5'10" senior guard. Guy they can almost pencil down for 15 to 20 points a night. Rayshawn Earl, there's a lot of things to like about Rayshawn's game moving forward in Class B District 1. Also from there you have Cooper Bull, a 5'10" junior. And rounding out this starting 5 here will be Rustin Kapp, the 6' senior forward. So Gene Hernandez, Earl, Cooper Bull, and Rustin Kapp. Here are the starting lineups for the Hankinson Pirates, again at 16 7 on the season. And a reminder, this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association as we get you slated for the final day of the Region 1 2023 Boys Basketball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com. Opening tip a minute before 6, and it's won by Sargent County. Martinson gets the 10, and here's a rebound by Rayshawn Earl. Hankinson, as they've done in those dark gray uniforms here, with Pirates across the front in blue for the Sargent County Bulldogs out in their home whites with Bulldogs across the front. I remember when wearing white meant you were on the road in basketball, Bryce.
Yep. And there wasn't even such thing as gray.
And never a gray. And now you're on the broadcasting side, so now you really like it.
Yeah.
Here goes Hernandez on the bounce pass on the interior to Jean. Double team comes, kick out. Collins range 3 for Rayshawn Earl off the mark, and aboard to Wittich. Sargent County, the girls were in this third-place game as well just a couple of weeks ago against the Kindred Vikings from the Shield Center. Deep wing, three-pointer on the way, rattling in for Mr. Hansen. And on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage, sharing their future. With locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, go to dhbanknd.com. Opening points awarded here to Sargent County.
Both teams have been out in a man-to-man so far. Played a lot of zone through the tournament, both have.
Hernandez answer 3 on the baseline here. Gets it to go cool, calm, and collective for the answer here for the Pirates. Now, this one has the makings, no doubt about it, kind of like what we've seen throughout the Region 1 tournament. Bryce to be just as good as any game out there as Wittich with the right pocket triple. Can't get it to go, and guess who on the inside? There goes Christensen.
Yeah, I think you see a consistent pace up and down, a lot of shots, probably not a lot of foul calls.
As their second and third chance opportunity there with Joshua Wittich, as Wittich will go to the free throw line. Foul will come across the way here, and this foul looks to be on Andrew Jean, and it is. It's going to be his first, team's first. Our officials for this game, Jacob Schlack, Tanner Kretschmann, and Mike Lean here for our three-man crew. First free throw attempt is off the mark, and hearing from both coaches, they kind of said, yeah, we're going to maybe run the bench a little bit deeper here, get some guys in, and it's a tough one. You want to give the seniors one last hurrah, but also, Bryce, this is an opportunity to get some kids some action of what a tournament game kind of feels like on a college setting floor like this here in Wapiti.
Yeah, it's kind of a yo-yo how you want to play it. You want to get your seniors in, and you, like you said, you want to get those younger guys experience and build for next year. I think sometimes you'll talk to the other coach across the aisle right away during the day or a little bit before and say, hey, do you want to run some seniors out there for 4 minutes here and then run some young guys out there for 4 minutes here? So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
As this one, 4-3 right now for the Sargent County Bulldogs over the Hankinson Pirates here on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, that's Bryce Laxdell, head coach for Northern Cass. I'm Chase Miller. Joey Hughes behind the scene. Jumper is off the mark by Hernandez. Rebound underneath by Martinson, looking for the home run pass to Hansen. There goes Christensen. Nice spin on the interior. High off the window for 2. And Christensen has got that spin move down all season long.
Yep, he's just a hard worker, and he can finish around the glass, and he's so strong.
Hernandez, right wing, free throw line extended. A little jab step here. Able to answer with a spin, not once but twice. Trying to step through, and shots and he maybe partially blocked. Wittich on the outlet pass goes up the other end of the floor to Wilprecht. Wilprecht trying to get by Rayshawn Earl for the and one opportunity. He got Rayshawn up in the air, and Fletcher Wilprecht all of a sudden becomes the 4th Bulldog in the scoring column.
Great jump stop, finished off at 2 feet, gave that ball fake. Earl went for it, and he finished through contact. That's a great move.
And this will be a game that will feature, quite frankly, in about 320-some, 30-some days, could be a District 1 championship, maybe preview next year,
Yes,
Bryce.
it could. They're both going to be very good next year.
Wilprecht able to convert the three-point opportunity. Largest lead of the game here for Sargent County at +6. Cooper Bull at the top of the key. Reverse pivots, right-hand side now to Gene. Martinson saying go shoot the ball. So shooting the ball was Andrew Gene. Long rebound here on the way to Fletcher. Fletcher, a little shovel pass up the floor. Can't get it to go for Hansen.
Sargent County's off and running again, just like they kind of did the first game of the tournament. They love to get up and down.
On the interior here will be Gene after the block shot by Wittich on Hernandez. And Hankinson Pirates are able to get the 2 points here. And yeah, as you mentioned, I don't think we've seen a Mike Gockler team play a lot of man defense this season, Bryce.
No, they've been a lot of 2-3 zone and 2-3 zone this whole tournament pretty much.
And Martinson now rounds off the starting 5 on your basketball bingo card. All 5 Bulldogs in the scoring column here. That's balance, and that's been the word for Ryan Weber's team. You can't focus on one guy in any particular juncture, as Kath wants a 3-pointer misses off the right side of the backboard.
Well, they got 4 all-region type guys on their team that can really, really score the basketball. They've been fun to watch all year, and they're 1 win away from a 20-win season. 3-pointer
on the way will rattle out no good here by Hanson. Rebound underneath, and look at the hustle by Martinson and Jean getting down on the floor. A tie up the arrow point towards the Hankinson Pirates as David Round will come in for Hankinson, and Grady Wheelander, the 6'1 junior, will check in for the Bulldogs. Also a note, next season on the gridiron, Sargent County will be 9-man, so Hankinson, Sargent County going to get some run at each other both in football and in District 1 basketball.
They're going to get very familiar with each other over the next 12 months.
Cooper Bull to the baseline here. This will be in the hands of David Round, as we mentioned. Now to Hernandez. Cruz Hernandez at the right wing takes a ball screen here to Round. Round double team, looks for Raish on top of the key. Spot him up, shoot it. 3-pointer's going to be off the mark, but a board by Rustin Kath. Kick out Hernandez, another 3. Can't get that one to go, but a third chance here for Round, but stolen away by Hanson. Up the other end of the floor, here goes Christensen high off the window for 2.
They're going to need a timeout here, I think. Yep. Hankinson's getting beat back. Too many easy layups for Sargent County.
And we will take that timeout, brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North, member FDIC, and proud supporter of their communities here on yourliveevent.com.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all, from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
Timeouts throughout the Region 1 tournament, again, are brought to you in part by Bank North. You can check them out as they offer the perfect sync for your busy life with their online banking and mobile app store, and find a branch near you today. Sargent County up by 8, largest lead of the contest here. Where does Hankinson go to the quick timeout by Mike Gockler? Well, this would help. A baseline jumper by Rustin Kath, and when he's got his shot on here, Bryce, throughout the season, Hankinson becomes ever more dangerous.
Yeah, it gives that, that elusive third scorer that everybody's looking for. You can win a lot of games with 2, but once you have that third guy, you can become really a dangerous team.
Martinson, 3-pointer left wing, as Hankinson now goes to their ever familiar 2-3 zone throughout the season, and they're able to get the ball right back after a turnover. Hernandez on the baseline. Cooper Bull with it now. Bull looking backdoor to Hernandez. Nothing there on the cut. Back to Rayshawn Earl. Earl with 23 seconds on the shot clock. Cosby basketball again, 4 8-minute quarters, 35 seconds on the shot clock. Earl spinning on the inside off the front iron. Can't get it to go round with a nice loose ball. Hustle play. Hernandez, college range 3 on the way. Off the front iron, no. Rebound by Bull, and there's a tie-up in the arrow this time. We'll go to Sargent County, but I tell you what, this seems very familiar, like the second half of Oak Grove and what we saw in spurts against Central Cass from Hankinson, hitting that offensive glass.
Right now, Kath and Bull are really dominating that offensive glass, and Hankinson just isn't finishing around there right now, but if they, Sargent County doesn't clean up that defensive rebound, and they're going to score.
Yeah, Parker Hubrigg and Oakley Maidenwalt into the contest now here for Hankinson. Full court pressure defense, and there's a steal. David around up the floor here to Hubrigg. Hubrigg skips it across the way, partially deflected by Martinson in the hands of Fletcher Wilprecht. Wilprecht in the front court right now. Little hesitation dribble. Goes behind the back, skips it to Wheelander off the bench. 3-pointer's going to be off the front iron, no. And a board underneath here to Colton Cadoon. On the inside, well, who was going to grab it? It was either going to be Christensen or Wilprecht. And Christensen says, hey, my back's to the rim. Let me take it, Fletcher.
Yeah, he'll take anything down there. Doesn't matter who he's taking it from. He wants the ball. He wants to score.
Christensen already with 6 points and a couple of rebounds here for the Bulldogs as Rustin Kath almost lost it. Left to the key. Cruz Hernandez, 3-pointer is going to be off the mark. No, rebound by Round. High arching jumper. Can't get it to go. And Cadoon gets the outlet pass down to Christensen. It's a 2-on-2. Christensen to Wilprecht. Back to, a turnover here for Hankinson. Maidenwalt in the front court now at the right wing, finds a cutting. Round back to Maidenwalt here as Oakley goes to baseline. Nice bounce pass on the head fake, and the 2 points for David Round.
Nice pass, cool, calm, collective, under control. gets his man up in the air and delivers a nice bounce pass for an easy 2.
That was textbook right there. That was basketball 101 when you bring the 3rd and 4th graders out into the gym, right, Bryce?
Yes, it was. Fun to watch.
Three-pointer off the mark, no good. Rebound tapped out, and this will go to the Hankinson Pirates here as Rayshawn Earl and also Andrew Jean and Mike Gockler, right to his word, said, we're going to roll some guys out here, give them a couple minutes on a run and get them some breaks and let them come back on the floor, and that's what we're seeing here in this third-place contest.
Cruz can maybe use a break there. He's had some wide open looks so far, just hasn't been able to knock multiple shots down from the outside. Little break, he might come back off of that and kind of reset in his mind.
Jean trying to back down Wheelander. It's going one-on-one here, mano-y-mano, and there's going to be a foul on Wheelander. Grady will pick up the foul, his first, team's first, as Andrew was just kind of probing, looking, feeling him on the back there, and all of a sudden said, well, if no one's going to come help me, I'll spin into the paint, and Grady just got in front a little bit there. It looked like Bryce with his toes, with his weight, and got enough of the foul there.
Yeah, Wheelander was laughing about he got caught out of position and turned more into a tackle.
Well, he's a pretty good football player, so that would work out really well between these teams next year.
Makes sense, yeah.
Free throw opportunity on the first one's off the mark. Second one, well, that goes right in the hands of Wheelander. Deficit trimmed down to 5 here for Hankinson. And the interior, this one goes Christensen. Shot flake gets the shot off. Colton Cadoon trying to hustle after it. Maybe his chest was able to give it to Martinson. Wheelander top of the key, and he buries the 3. Wheelander becomes a 6th different Bulldog in the scoring column.
He's got a nice shot from the outside. Great footwork. He's always balanced. Good high follow through. Good shooter from the outside.
Maiden-Walt left-hand side. About 11-second differential between shot clock and the game clock here as we're near the end of the first 8 minutes of play in this third-place contest. Rayshawn Earl reverse pivots here right of the key. Oakley, Maiden-Walt rising, shooting, and off the front iron. Takes a couple of little taps there, and the board will come down to the Bulldogs. Martinson, this one, nice little pass across the way by Christensen, but better defense here by Oakley.
Good hustle back in transition.
Rayshawn Earl now will hold for the final shot here for the Pirates. Ball goes left-hand side to Hubrig with 4 seconds. Back to Rayshawn Earl, deep 3 on the way. Can't get it to go, and that's how we'll end our first quarter of play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's an 18-10 advantage for Sargent County on yourliveevent.com.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
The dedicated staff at Weimer Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Weimer Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer. Plus, check out their selection of Alto's lawnmowers or bring your Alto's lawnmower for service. Weimer Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry and sell sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours specials or CarQuest auto products, go online to WeimerAuto.com. Weimer Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Weimer. As we continue here from the Blickery Activity Center, reminder, get ready for the 10 best days of summer going on at the Red River Valley Fair, July 7th through the 16th. You can get your tickets online before you get to the door at redrivervalleyfair.com. Check out Grandstand Entertainment, the 4-H show, and also some of the rides that are there. And who doesn't love a corn dog and a funnel cake on a summer's day? That's July 7th through the 16th, the Red River Valley Fair in West Fargo. What type of a carnival food connoisseur are you, Bryce?
Anything. You get a body like this from eating everything that there is at a carnival.
And I love it because it makes me feel like summer, which means spring sports are around the corner with the snow hopefully going to be gone sooner rather than later. Also, farmers are saying the same thing to get in the field for planting. Right-hand side goes Wheelander. That's off the front iron. No rebound by Rustin Canthier and a board to the Hankinson Pirates. Oh, what a find by Hernandez. Power dribble to Rayshawn Earl for 2.
He's got such great court vision. You can get the ball up there, and it's on a line. It's not one of those high-arching passes that takes 5 seconds to get down the court. It is there right now.
2-2-1 full-court pressure defense, and we'll have a traveling violation here on the Sargent County Bulldogs. When you take a look at Sargent County, well, you got 3 by Wheelander, 3 by Hanson, 3 by Wilprecht, 6 for Christensen, 2 for Martinson, and 1 by Wittich. Yeah, that is efficiency for Sargent County, and that's the reason, as you mentioned, Bryce, they're 1 win away from 20 wins on the season.
Yeah, that's what made them so hard to guard all year. You can't key on 1 or 2 guys. They've had such a great team ball of other guys stepping up during game to game. It makes them so hard to prepare for them.
Rayshawn Earl able to get inside the paint, looking for the up and then under, able to get fouled in the act of shooting. Had a step on his man, and the foul will come across on the help with Colton Cadoon. It'll be Colton's first, the team's second, and 2 shots upcoming for the freshman sensation, Rayshawn Earl. I've seen Earl early this season play a couple of games. He just kind of looked down at the roster again and said, yeah, 5'11" seems right, but a freshman, that doesn't seem right the way he's able to play at particular times. And I know we said that a lot here, Bryce, but that speaks a lot of high volumes to what Rayshawn has done as a player, but also maybe more sometimes is even a mental game with basketball than obviously the talent-wise.
Yeah, once you get to that varsity level, it's so much more physical, so much faster. And for him as a freshman to average almost 16 a game is really incredible. And just like that move there, the ability to go up and under and draw that contact he's really playing beyond his years.
With it on the front court goes Christensen. Christensen, how did he get around 4 Pirates right there? He just kept probing, looking, kept the pivot foot down, and then gets mugged on his way up to the free throw line. Foul will come across here. This will be the 3rd for the Hankinson Pirates. And Rustin Kath, but I tell you what, we mentioned the spin move by Christensen. I don't know how he just kept that pivot foot alive.
He stays so low to the ground. He's got great balance. He's patient. He kind of just waits till he's squared up. It's kind of unconventional to watch, but 16 and 10 double-double machine on the year. He gets it done.
1 of 2 from the free throw line that time on the way for Christensen with a team high and a game high 7 points right now. The Bulldogs want to add on to it here to a leak out. Hansen right-handed layup, no rebound on the interior though, off the hands of Gavin Christensen. Wittich, high post, able to spin on the inside, hanging, shooting and scoring. Wittich now with 3. 21-14 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 6 minutes left to play in the opening half of this Region 1 third place contest. Hernandez top the key. Rayshawn Earl into the interior as Wheelander and Gene are battling for it on the inside. And, well, Gene's going to pick up the second foul here on Grady.
I think he bounced off him so hard the ref thought he pushed him. I don't think he moved.
Free throws so far here for the Sargent County Bulldogs. They are currently 2, make it 3 out of 5. Well, for the Hankinson Pirates, currently 3 out of 4. That's kind of like one of those carnival games. Speaking of how hard you can punch someone and see what your situation is. If you punch Grady, the punch might come back a little bit here, Bryce.
Yeah, he's a pretty solid guy down there. I wouldn't want to run into him in the paint.
Foul will be on Sargent County. This will be their 4th as a unit, and the foul will come across here on Hansen. Free throw opportunity back for Rayshawn Earl. He's got 4 points all in the second quarter. Free throw is up, and it's good. So when I can ask you questions, Bryce, particularly you're going to be in Class A next year. Now you're going to be in Class B. Taking a look at what Class B is going to have to offer with the Barnes County North. They're bringing a bunch of guys going to be in there. Obviously, these 2 teams, Enderlin, Weimar, Lidgerwood, and company. What do you think of your early thoughts of District 1 for boys basketball here for Class B?
I think Sargent County is going to be really solid. Barnes County North brings all 5 starters back. They're going to be good. Oaks was banged up this year, but they bring, enough talent back. They'll be competitive. It'll be a dogfight. I don't think there's a clear favorite. Hankinson's going to be, with Earl coming back and Bull.
Maple River's right there, too, with some guys that they'll bring back.
And Bosch, again. Bosch, it seems like he's been starting for a long time. Maple River will be tough. It's going to be a competitive balance. It'll be really similar. Right now there's going to be competitive games all night, every night throughout the season. It'll be interesting to see. And I kind of wish that we were playing back in districts again. I miss district tournament. You get that tournament feel. Everybody gets a chance to get and play in the tournament. That's fun. And then, regionals will be really fun too. And then, you get 2 that can go to state, and that's a great opportunity for, get different teams. Or you think one region's better than the other regions, you get, the 1 or 2 teams from the state could be in the same region. Now they both get the opportunity to get to state.
Colton Cadoon will pick up the foul there for Sargent County. His second. Wilprecht was able to score as well for Sargent County. And so far the Hankinson Pirates have 6 points in the quarter, all by the guy that has the basketball, and Rayshawn Earl. Earl takes the ball screen, leaves it now to Cooper Bull. Bull here at the high left side now to Hernandez. Hernandez calling out orders, takes the screen, trying to get Gene on a pick and roll action, and reading that one the entire way was Wittich. Wittich in the front court, left-hand side goes Martinson. Martinson high off the window for 2. Martinson now has scored in each quarter. Transition offense, and from a scouting standpoint, I would say Sargent County is a team that you don't want to get to the rim. And it seems like this season, Bryce, that is where they made their money. Not to say that they can't hit the three ball, but they're not going to be relying on the three ball compared to maybe some other teams in Region 1 this season.
No, they want to get it up the court, push it, and transition. You always see that somebody's, whether it's Hankinson or Wilprecht, who's ever, at the top of the key, they're leaking out, and as soon as these guys get the rebound, they're looking to push the ball down to them. And then if you do get them set in the half court, with those three guys down low, Christensen, Wilprecht, or Wittich, and Martinson, they just got such great scoring ability with those three that they love to pound the post. So they score a lot of points in the paint.
And that's the one thing, again, coming from Sargent County, you better be ready to go on the interior, whether it's offensively or defensively. And speaking of the paint, Rayshawn Earl says, I can do that too. He's got 8.
He's having a nice quarter.
He scored all the points so far here for Hankinson, down by 7. Who can close out the first half on a little bit of a run with it? Wilprecht, top of the key. There's going to be a foul here on Rayshawn. 2 foul attempts coming up here for Fletcher, the senior guard, with 5 points so far here this evening. Or will pick up his second, and that'll be the team's 4th here for the Hankinson Pirates. A reminder, still to come, the championship game at 7:30 tonight. That's going to be between the Kindred Vikings and Central Cass Squirrels, and then we'll name the all-region team, the senior athlete and coach of the year as well, so make sure you stay tuned to that. And hopefully safe roads back for everyone traveling, whether you're traveling from Wahpeton back home or those that maybe are having some watch parties across the region here tonight.
Yeah, hopefully the ice stays off the roads so everybody can get home. Roads are pretty good on the way up.
As this will be a steal here going the other way. Fletcher Wilprecht off the window. Maybe invented a shot right there, Bryce.
That was a quick 1-2 and up fading away. He's got great body control, and he can use the backboard to really finish some kind of off-balance shots.
Hernandez, right wing three-pointer off the front iron. No rebound comes down to Martinson here with the leak out. This one goes across, and oh, what a find on the little pass to Hanson. Extra fine, gives it right wing Hanson. Three-pointer on the way. No rebound, Martinson. Martinson banging on the inside with Rustin Kath, and there's a foul. But how about the blast by Fletcher Wilprecht here as it goes off of not one but 2 bold knives and somehow ends up in the hands of Hanson.
Those are those 50-50 balls, or just kind of loose balls that just end up in somebody's hand and they create offense off of it.
Foul will come across David Round, his first, team's 5th, as Martinson with 5 points here for the Sargent County Bulldogs. Bulldogs were able to fend off Richland on Monday, but fell short, particularly in the 4th quarter, to the Kindred Vikings on Tuesday, while for the Hankinson Pirates, they were able to beat in an up-and-down game against Fargo Oak Grove on Monday. Then they came after Central Cass with all they could give them, but just came up short. And kind of the buzzsaw was the word in terms of the offensive shooting, when the Squirrels shoot nearly 61% from the floor in the contest.
Yeah, shooting 61%, and they needed every one of that 61% to hold off Hankinson. They were really prepared well. Hats off to Coach Gockler to getting ready to play in the tournament, and they played their butts off the whole tournament.
As this will be out of play, possession will stay with the Hankinson Pirates, as Hankinson will bring on Andrew Jean here as Rustin Kath will check out. Largest deficit of the game for Hankinson right now at plus 13 from a Sargent County point of view on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. So the old adage is in coaching, try to get it down to single digits before the half if you're Hankinson.
Yeah, try to go on a little run here, close off the half, get some momentum going in the second half.
Rebound, though, goes the other way to the Bulldogs. They want to run to Hanson. Outlet pass from Christensen, good for 2. Hanson now has 5, and if you're Sargent County, it's how much more can you get the lead up before you get to intermission, as a 3 comes by Hernandez, and he tickles a twine.
Keep pushing. You're getting great looks in transition. You don't want to stop, and you got to take your foot off the gas. You want to put it down right now.
Hernandez with the second 3-pointer of the game. Full court pressure defense by Hankinson. They'll look to trap out of it when they can. Wittich on the interior slips it in. Can't get it to go, however. Rebound coming down to David Around, and now a bucket for Hankinson would at least get it to 10 or under, barring if it's a 2 or 3. You bring in the front court here at the free throw line. Stops, pops, free throw. Able to get it to go. A little 5-0 run here on the way for the Pirates. Other side, though, and, well, this has been a broken record. Yeah. Able to beat everybody down the floor, Bryce.
Yeah. They might talk at halftime that they're just going to have somebody stay back no matter what and just try to take that away. And, you know, instead of sending everybody to the rim, send 2 guys back and 3 to the rim to offensive rebound. because they're giving up a lot of points in transition.
And the bucket there for Carter Hosford, the 5'9 junior guard. And as we mentioned, for both teams going a little bit deeper down their bench here with Carter now here for Sargent County getting in the act. 89 seconds left to play in this first half as Hankinson will bring a couple fresh bodies on the floor. Hernandez shot, no rebound. Second chance opportunity. Hubrigg, Gene is open, comes across on the lane on the flash, but then just might have traveled with it as he turned around. And I think he was expecting a Bulldog player to bump into it. Didn't expect, hey, I got the open lane to myself here, Bryce.
There wasn't anybody there. He got a little bit of happy feet, a little anxious when he turned. There wasn't anybody there.
As the Hankinson Pirates and the Sargent County Bulldogs looking to finish on a win. Sargent County looking to go 20-3, while Hankinson looking to go 17-7. Ball's going to be off the mark. Rebound. Tough little shot on the interior for Wilprecht, and he's got his third field goal of the quarter.
That's such a great move. Gather, collect yourself, find the defense, feel them with your body, create that contact, and then he was balanced and finished with a great follow-through. That was a nice move.
Rayshawn Earl can't get it to go. Rebound on the inside for Gene. Block shot on the way by Wittich. Wittich outlet pass. Rayshawn Earl able to steal it, then goes behind the back, but he gets fouled. What a play there by the freshman. Rayshawn got the steal, saw where he was on the floor, and then flips it behind his head there, and we're going to get a bonus opportunity with Rayshawn coming to the stripe.
Just the court awareness and the ability to be able to think you can make that pass. He's playing well beyond his years.
As the foul will come on Gavin Christensen, his first. From here on out, Hankinson will be at the free throw line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. Free throw is up, and it is good here for the Hankinson Pirates for Rayshawn Earl.
And they'll have a good chance to go 2 for 1 here. They'll get 2 free throws, and they'll get the ball back. So if they can, close the half on a little 5-0 run here, that'd be big.
Earl right now with 9 of the 14 points in the quarter for Hankinson. Free throw is, and we might have a lane violation here for Hankinson with Rustin Cath, and it is. So a lane violation, and those are ones as coaches that you just kind of grind your teeth a little bit no matter what time of the year that comes through here, Bryce.
Those are the ones that keep you up at night.
Here's going down the other end of the floor. That'll be a turnover. Gene able to get it to Bryce's point. Hey, here's your 2-for-1 opportunity. Rayshawn Earl to the baseline, and he took a 1-2, and that's a third step. Unlike the song with Sierra, the 1-2 step, that was 1-2-3 right there with the turnover. For the Sargent County Bulldogs, look at this, trying to keep everybody napping. They give it to Christensen. Christensen then gets cut off, finds the high post here to Hanson. Hanson pulls up from 12 feet. No, rebound by Wittich on the inside. Gets it up, can't get it to go, and a board underneath. And, well, they're going to let him play. I thought there might have been a tie-up, but the Pirates will come up with it. 12 fouls so far in this contest. 5 on Hankinson, 7 on Sargent County. The Pirates trying to get a buzzer beater here before the half. Hernandez, baseline jumper, unable to get it to go. Rebound, Wittich. And he can't get the shot up before the buzzer, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 37-24 Bulldogs. Halftime is coming up next.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wadslien, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
When it comes to farming, Green Iron Equipment is a slam dunk.
Our sales team will give you a one-on-one experience when looking for a new piece of machinery.
Our service department will guard your equipment against breakdowns and keep you running the entire season.
Use Green Iron Equipment to assist you with your data in the John Deere Operations Center.
We've got all the right parts to beat the competition.
Good luck to all teams from Green Iron Equipment.
If your car or farm equipment has a chip or scratch in the windshield, contact Hope Glass today. Whether it's removal and install on a combine to enhancing a 1967 Ford Classic, Hope Glass takes care of everything from chip repair, mobile glass, and custom cut glass. Say hi to Chris or Jack today by stopping up by Hope Glass in Hope, North Dakota, or call Chris at 701-866-8299, or dial up Jack at 314-566-7995 at Hope Glass.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Have you adjusted your crop insurance policy to reflect the increase in commodity prices and input costs? Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with IRE Insurance. We want to partner with you to provide you a comprehensive policy structure to protect your farm's revenue and preserve your equity. Give us a call today to set up a time to meet with an IRE Insurance agent prior to March 15th. For contact information, please visit our website at ireins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at IRE.
IRE Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
As we come back here inside the Blickery Activity Center, I'm Chase Miller. He's Bryce Laxton. And behind the scenes is Joey Hughes helping us out here in Wahpeton. Bryce, just, we kind of came into it, the opening 16 minutes, not sure how both teams kind of want to play, because this is obviously not the game you want to play in, but you still have an opportunity one more time to go out as a winner. And as we mentioned, Hankinson, it's been since 2016-17 that they finished with 17 wins. Well, for Sargent County, third year of this program and the co-op for these schools right now, and they've been able to do a little bit of everything here, Bryce, and they've gotten better every season. And a 20-win season in high school basketball is nothing to sniff about either.
Yeah, no, I think you kind of touched on, you still get the opportunity to come out here and play and to compete. And ending the season on a win feels a lot better going into the offseason than ending on a loss. So I think if you're Hankinson, you're coming out and you're talking about, hey, what can we do to stop this transition offense that Sargent County has right now, whether it's, sending two guys back to shut it down or, whatever they need to do. And if you're Sargent County, you kind of just keep doing it till they make a move because, it's been working. Sargent County stayed man-to-man. Hankinson's kind of switched back and forth between man and zone. But, I think the biggest thing is Hankinson trying to figure out a way to stop that transition and then, trying to get Cruz going a little bit. I don't know if he scored in that second quarter, but Earl did a lot of the scoring in the second quarter. They got to get both those guys going. And then, Sargent County, like I talked about, keep pushing the pace. That's been great for you. 40 for 37 points and a half. That's great for 32 minutes of basketball. That's really good points per possession. So I think you try to keep the pace going. The higher the pace, the better for them.
And you mentioned about Hernandez, a three-pointer in the first quarter, a three-pointer in the second. He's got 6, but so far for Hankinson, that's 6 points on. They got him for 8, so he's got 8 points on 3 of 11 shooting, had 5 after one quarter play. Hankinson shooting 28% from the floor, while Sargent County is shooting 45%. If you would take a look at the Bulldogs' makes, again, a lot of them, Bryce, are 10 feet within, particularly in transition, but even in the half court right now, they are really attacking the paint and getting downhill right now.
Yeah, they've just dominated the paint. And, that's what you want to do. You want to shoot. They kind of talked about the analytics of basketball right now. You want points in the paint and you want set shot threes. Those are the shots you want to take to be successful. And right now, that's exactly what Sargent County is getting, and it's obviously paying off for them, up 37-24 here at half.
We'll take a break. When we come back after this, we'll get you ready for other games across the region. Currently at half in Region 2, also on yourliveevent.com between Mayport CG and the Hillsborough Central Valley Boroughs. It's Mayport CG up by 1, 30-29 in the Region 2 third-place contest, and we'll take a look at the first half numbers as well. That's all coming up here on yourliveevent.com.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
Mindeck Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Get ready for the Easter season and Mother's Day weekend with local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. From chippers, chocolates, jellies, and more, you can find it all at Mindeck Market. Stop by the store to build your own gift packs or check out their website at mindeckmarket.com. That's mindeckmarket.com to shop and order online.
At Mobility Plus Rehabilitation, our mission is to provide exceptional physical and occupational therapy with highly skilled therapists who live in your community. Mobility Plus looks to minimize your pain and maximize mobility that quickly allows you to live the quality of life you desire. Your mobility is our top priority. To find a location near you or for more information, go online to mobilityplus.biz. That's mobilityplus.biz.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
As we come back here, taking a look at some of the individual numbers for the Sargent County Bulldogs. 11 by Fletcher Wilprecht. He had 7 on the way for Christensen, 6 by Martinson, 5 here for Hanson. You also have 3 for Wielander, 3 for Wittich. You have 2 points here for Carter Hosford for the Sargent County Bulldogs. Well, for the Hankinson Pirates, led by the 8 of Cruz Hernandez, 7 by Rayshawn Earl, 3 for Andrew Jean, and 2 points apiece for David Round and Rustin Kath. We will have a modified post-game show as we're going to get really into the thick of things for the Region 1 Championship. So we will have a modified post-game show where we'll name you our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game or Play of the Contest, brought to you in part by RD Canner Prizes and more. But again, a modified post-game show as we're going to want to hear from the head coaches of the championship contest with Matt Norman of Central Cass and Brad Whale for the Kindred Vikings. And we're going to have an illegal screen on the way as this one will be on Luke Mortensen trying to hit the flare. And we don't always see flares, so to speak, in a high school basketball. I know Kansas has been well known in college hoops to do it a lot, but Bryce trying to get, that little flare screen, just an illegal ball screen there for Martinson.
Yeah, try to bring that the screen up high and get that guard kind of turn his back, and then either just throw it over the top for what you hope is a wide open 3 or a direct line drive to the hoop.
As we'll have a traveling violation working with it the other way here for the Hankinson Pirates with 7:40 left in this third quarter. So a turnover, if you will, and a turnover as we get you set for this third place game. And who's going to go and pick up a couple of wins here? Hankinson's the 5 seed, so this is their 4th game of the tournament, while Sargent County is the 2. This is their 3rd game of this Region 1 tournament. Ball goes on the baseline on the bounce pass to Rustin Kath off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Bull, and then that one gets thrown into the first row. But everyone's popcorn seems fine down there. And now I think you just kind of get to this situation where both teams understand kind of what's in front of them, Bryce, and you just kind of feel like, all right, who's the team that's going to get that 8-0 run? If it's Hankinson, buckle up. We're going to have ourselves a really good finish here in this third-place game. If it's Sargent County, the Bulldogs can kind of run out and hide a little bit here on Hankinson as both teams a little sloppy to start this second half of
Yeah,
play.
both teams have come out with turnovers here to start the second half. I think exactly what you said. If whoever could settle down and get a couple easy looks, is going to win this second half.
Ball goes right-hand side. Hernandez rises, right wing inside it, right in front of his bench, off the window. No rebound by Kath. Nice pass across the way. I don't know how Kath got that through to Cooper Bull for 2.
Great look, great offensive rebound to extend that play, and that's what they did at Oak Grove. Start this tournament, see if they do here the second half.
With it, Wilprecht bounce pass to Christensen. Christensen spinning on the interior off the window. We mentioned about that little spin move. He just sees the little sliver of daylight and takes full advantage.
He's going to turn left shoulder, and he's going to give you the up and under, or he's going to try to finish all the way on the other side like that. Even when you know he's going to do it, he still gets it done. Credit to him.
Rustin Cat there with the jumper and the answer on the way here for the Hankinson Pirates. And yeah, if you got that scouting report, you got to lean on that shoulder a little bit, but he still finds a way to do it after Hankinson gets the turnover. Rayshawn Earl, nice wraparound pass on the inside to Andrew Jean for 2. Hankinson, we mentioned who's going to make that run. Well, the Pirates are back within single digits, and they want to make it a 2-possession game, and not a bad foul there by Hanson, because otherwise that would have been a walk-in layup.
That was a good foul. No easy layups.
Hanson, however, the 5'4" junior guard now will be in some foul trouble. That'll be his third, the only player with 3 fouls for either team here. Hernandez to inbound it right-hand side to Rayshawn Earl, top of the key as we reverse it around the horn to Hernandez. Cruz takes the dribble, bounce pass to Jean, and Jean with a little step on the rip-through. Tries to spin, finds an open teammate. Cooper Bowl, 3-pointer off the mark, no rebound. Jean with none, 2, 3 shot fakes. He gets the ball back, pulls another shot fake, and there's a block by Wittich, but a foul comes across the way, and this might be on Martinson, and it is. Luke will pick up his second.
Hey, when in doubt, throw up a pump fake.
That was a pump fake clinic right there, Bryce. Felt like that was a Papa Shot game, so to speak, going to Chuck E. Cheese or Space Aliens. Get as many as you can in a short amount of time.
He got him up in the air, though, and Hankinson did a really good job of extending that possession with a couple offensive rebounds. Now, that's kind of been the MO already to start this second half. They can get a little bit of a run here. I think that'll be big for them.
We got a Bank North timeout. We'll break with them. Timeouts throughout the Region 1 tournament brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North on your live event.
Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes of weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of All Out late models on June 28th, World of All Out sprint cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NRA late model special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
Timeout again brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North. It's values-based banking and proud supporters of their communities. You can take them wherever you want to go with their mobile app and continue to go online to ibanknorth.com. So first time out here by Sargent County. And, well, if Ryan Weber was going to the ice situation, he was able to do that there for Gene on the second. And, Johnny on the spot and a broken record, transition points, and everybody gets beaten on the floor here for the Sargent County Bulldogs.
Right off a free throw, too.
So 9-point deficit. Earl wants to make it 6, and why not with that shot? Rayshawn Earl in double digits with 10. Fun to see, too, once you get to the region championship. Just like the State B basketball tournament, going to be curious to see how many people make their way to Bismarck, being the last quote-unquote B as of what we see it now as we have a turnover here. And there's some fun stories to talk about. There's some teams, Bryce, that later on throughout this state that haven't maybe made it to state since the 90s. Warwick, Deluxe, Burlington being a couple of them, Garrison, that, hey, they want to go to the B party one more time and see their fans and also their team there.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a really good turnout down there. I know I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see the field. And I think there's going to be some really great competition, some really great balance, and some teams like you talked about that we haven't seen in a long time.
Wheelander, 3-pointers off the mark. Rebound comes to Cooper Bull. Hernandez in transition, but waiting for that one in the weeds was Fletcher Wilprecht. Wilprecht high off the window. Can't get it to go, and Kath gets an offensive rebound. And a turnover here on Hankinson. Yeah, the girls this year, couple new faces that we haven't seen. Region 4 got tossed on its head, a 5 seed versus a 6 seed coming up here later tonight. And I know there's, again, everyone's got a little bit of agenda or a different viewpoint of the 3-class system, but the irony of it is when you're going to the 3-class system next year, it might be the most balanced and open that we've had for girls and boys basketball in Class B in quite some time.
I think you're exactly right. There's been really great balance and really great parity this year on both the boys and the girls side. And then, look at the teams that are dropping down into A. Devil's Lake has been really successful this year in A, so it'll be an interesting change next year.
Rayshawn Earl with back-to-back threes here in about 60 seconds or so. And don't look now, the Hankinson Pirates are back within one possession.
So familiar to their Oak Grove game.
Second half, it's just like something, just a light switch kind of came on. As saving that one is going to be Christensen to Wilprecht. Back to Gavin and the block shot, but Gavin goes to the free throw line. At the half, it was 37-24. So it's been a 14-4 run here to start for the Hankinson Pirates.
That was a great play right there by Christensen. I think Hankinson thought that ball was out of bounds. He hustled over and extended that possession. That's a play you could look back on here if Sargent County can kind of answer this run by Hankinson. That was a big play. That was a great hustle play.
And going to Devil's Lake after seeing them in person at the EDC tournament, they're my preseason favorite next year in Class A. I'm just telling you right now, Bryce. Before we get to November, 6'3", 6'1",
oh my
6'2",
gosh, they're going to be so good.
6'5". Grant Nelson's younger brother is going to be on the team. They're going to be fun to watch here next season.
Are.
Three-pointer for Sargent County, top of the key. Fletcher Wilprecht, and just like that, what was a 3-point game ballooned up to 7 now here on that just one possession down the floor.
Yeah, that was a huge play by Christensen that he made right there. Just a game-winning play by one of your seniors.
Cruz Hernandez, what a bounce pass on a find to Kath. Can't finish it, and the rebound here to Wittich, and the Bulldogs want to run. Wittich to the top of the key. Shooting it on the way for Fletcher. Off the side of the rim, Wielander tries to grab it off a round, and it will stay Bulldog basketball. Yeah, next year will be interesting as, again, everyone's going to learn some new things. There's definitely going to be some very good basketball, I believe. EDC, for example, goes from 12 teams to 9 teams just in the East in Class A, and then you got 4 regions that you're going to have in both A and B, but they're going to do it a little bit differently because B will have districts, if you will, and that's going to be a nice-looking shot for Gavin Christensen.
Well, there'll be really good balance, and you'll still see some of the crossover games, and it'll give the AA division the chance to, open up their schedule a little bit more and play some of the teams out west a little bit more than they have in the past.
And Fletcher Wilprecht in transition here now is 7 in the quarter, 18 in the contest, and the Bulldogs are up by 11. Rayshawn Earl can't get it to go, and here goes Wielander able to save it to Canoon. Martinson will handle it now for the Sargent County Bulldogs.
It's about the third guy that's ran into Wielander and bounced about 10 feet in the opposite direction.
Ball goes high. Floater on the inside. Can't get it to fly here for Sargent County and Fletcher Wilprecht. And we'll have it now to Hankinson as we have a foul here for the Bulldogs. Foul being Christensen is second, team's fourth. I think Eric Olson's happy with that as a football coach for Sargent County, going, yeah, he can bounce off anybody he wants, and let's see that on the football field as well.
That's probably what he's going to talk about right as soon as this game's over. Let's get back in the weight room and start lifting for football next year.
As ball will get tipped, and good hustle play by Cadu. Nice pass across the way, but deflected to Martinson. His bodies are flying all over the place. Wielander got his man up in the air. Can he finish? Got the shooter's roll to go. Wielander now with 5, and then we'll have a foul here for Gavin Christensen. Officiating crew again, Jacob Schlecht alongside with Tanner Kretschmann and Mr. Mike Lean. Foul will actually be on Fletcher Wilprecht, his first and the team's 5th. And yeah, with the spring sports season, Bryce, I know I don't want to bring athletic directors into this because there's always been conversation of do you move the season a little bit farther back or not. But with last year and this year, I think any spring sports basketball coach or baseball, softball, track and field, golf, whatever, is saying, yes, move it back a little bit with Mother Nature the last couple of years.
It would be a welcome sight this year because right now with another storm coming in, we're probably looking at April 10th, 12th before we can get outside to play our first game, and then you're going to be cramming all those games into a couple weeks, and it's hard to develop your younger kids when if you got double headers. It's it's just frustrating with all the snow that we have right now.
Rayshon Earl high, and he scrapes the rafters inside the Blickery Activity Center with the and one. That thing levitated for it felt like an eternity. I don't know how Rayshon got the and one to go for the Pirates.
He's got a mixed bag of finishes for a freshman. He's fun to watch. He's an electric basketball player.
Foul will be on Martinson, his third, team sixth, and Hankinson again, like the Central Cass game, not going away quietly. Earl misses the and one opportunity. Rebound coming down to Christensen. They hit the outlet man, and Fletcher Wilprecht, left wing free throw line extended here to Cadoon. Cadoon back to Fletcher. This from deep. Three-pointer no. Rebound tussle for, and David Round will come up with it. Hubrig to Earl. Rayshon on the baseline. Rayshon able with the spin. Can't get it to fly on the fadeaway, and a board will come down to Martinson. Martinson left-hand side. Here goes Fletcher. Fletcher trying to knife his way in with the pass, but stolen away by Round. Now to Rayshon Earl. Earl lost it on his way up, able to get the ball right back and finish for two.
And also back by Martinson to try to turn him. He got a little bit of the ball, and Earl is able to recover and score.
Sargent County, well, there will be last touch off a Pirate here in Cooper Bowl. It's a 7-point differential right now. Rayshon Earl with 17 points in the game here for Hankinson. I feel like that's just been 15, 16, 25 here, 20 there throughout this season and in this tournament alone.
Yep. He's really stepped up his scoring, especially in this tournament, and he's really solidified his role, as a great 1-2 punch with Cruz.
Sargent County right-hand side with Gavin Christensen on the interior. Colton Cadoon throws it up, and he gets fouled. So Cadoon will go to the free throw line for his first chances of the evening, as foul will come across here on the Hankinson Pirates. This one will be their second, and the foul will come on Parker Hubrig, his first. Both teams again with three seniors playing in their final game. Bixby, Wilprecht, and Christensen for Sargent County. For Hankinson, Makowski, Rustin-Camp, and Hernandez here for the Hankinson Pirates, as Cadoon goes 0 for 2 from the line and a rebound to Oakley Maidenwall. Hankinson in the front court now. Can take the final shot of the quarter at a bucket to make it a two-possession game.
Yeah, it'd be a huge momentum swing. I've talked about that kind of all tournament. I think those are critical in winning games, especially postseason games and close games. Those end of quarter 2-for-1s here, they'll get the ball coming out too. If they can really take advantage of this, they could turn it into a one-possession game.
Bounce pass to Round. Round in the interior, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Sargent County, and that's how we'll finish our third quarter of play. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, the Bulldogs are up by 7.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Hi, this is Steve Dalen from Piper's Auction and Realty. We have an excellent auction featuring 425 acres of great cropland located in Cass County, North Dakota. The Nelson Family Cropland Auction will take place at the Governor's Inn, Castleton, North Dakota, starting at 3 p.m. on March 14th. This will be a live and online auction. High-quality cropland near Arthur, North Dakota rarely hits the open market. Don't miss this sale. For questions, call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Back here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 8 minutes left in this 2023 version of the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament as we know it today, that make up these teams. Sharing their heritage, sharing their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. And a reminder, the broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with those with the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Turnaround jumper on the inside here for Hankinson, as Kath is able to get now 9 points in the game and right to a two-possession contest and a full-court press here for the Pirates. Christensen, rip through, little baby hook off the window, can't get it to go. Rebound, toss of 4 and 1 to the Pirates. Cruz Hernandez, right wing, goes behind the back. Three-pointer on the way, He tickles the twine. And a fist pump by Mike Gockler. Hernandez with his third 3 of the game.
They got one more run in them here. See what Sargent County do can answer it.
Colton Cadoon will leave it to the top of the key. Bulldogs are saying, what's with teams in blue going up against us here in the fourth quarter, like Kindred on Tuesday, now Hankinson tonight, just not going away. Top of the key, this would be the answer. 3 swirls out by Fletcher Wilprick. Cadoon tries to tip it, but right to a Pirate here in Cooper Bowl. Ball gets deflected, and this will be out of play. And Sargent County fans are going, don't bring that up from 48 hours ago, Brace, because it feels very
rip that Band-Aid off again away.
It feels very reminiscent, though, a little bit of this game, doesn't it?
Yep. Sargent County had the lead going into the fourth, and Kindred just made a few more plays down the end.
As Hankinson will bring this one to front court here with Cruz Hernandez. Bounce pass to Rustin Kath. Good hands there by Fletcher Wilprick. There's the home run pass. It almost hits the scoreboard to Hanson, and we'll have a foul. I don't know how they not hit the side of the scoreboard. That was about as close as you could get.
That was a great pass and a gutsy pass to throw it all the way down there, but it was right on the money. Hit him right in stride.
Hankinson will pick up the foul here. That'll be Cooper Bowl's second, team's third, but it's a bonus the other way as currently right now Sargent County is up by 2, but for the remainder of this contest, Hankinson is in the 1-1 as Christensen goes up, can't get it to go, somehow gets the ball back and almost finished for the end one opportunity.
Yeah, he's a pest on the board. He's nonstop, relentless worker.
Foul will come across here on the Hankinson Pirates just like that. That'll be their fourth now, the second on Andrew Jean. Free throw attempt is up and good on the way for Gavin Christensen, and they're going to miss him on the inside because as much as we talk about guys who are 6'10", 6'4", who can go and bang inside the paint, when you get a guy that's his size at 5'11" who can do that, Bryce, that opens up the game a whole lot more.
I think you could really make the argument that he's their most valuable player this year just with what he brings. He's such a star in that role that he loves that dirty work. He embraces that dirty work. He does that crazy thing with his arms every once in a while when he runs back down the court and when he comes out for the starting lineup. So he's really bought into that role, and that's something that if you're a young kid watching and you talk about being a star in your role, whatever it is, he's a great example of that.
Rayshawn Earl, three-pointer, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down by Wittich, and I think he is kind of what a Bulldog would be, right? A guy that gets down and dirty in the mud a little bit.
He is a Bulldog, that's for sure, 100% through and through.
Christensen gets cut off right short corner. Martinson, deep 3 on the way. Rattle it in. Luke Martinson from the top of the key. He's got 9. Contest gets to 7 now on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Left-hand side here for the Hankinson Pirates goes Cooper Bowl. Bowl at the free throw line, gets the shot around off Wittich. Rebound comes down to Nicholas Hansen. Outlet to Martinson, and they want to run to Christensen. They got numbers. Christensen high on the floater, looking for the alley-oop to Wittich, and Josh just couldn't get the 1-2 on the hands on that basketball. And we'll have a foul here as a Penguin slide comes by Cruz Hernandez. We'll give him the 10.0 style for finish on the slide.
He's having some fun out there right now.
Yeah, but that's how they teach you to slide, right? If you're gonna go that way, get your arms and ankles and get your little extremities out of the way, Bryce, so you don't nick and neck those up a little bit, right?
Yep.
Hernandez to the line to shoot the front end of a 1-1. Foul comes on Wilprecht, his second, team 7. So if you're Hankinson, some free throw attempts could get you right back in this contest, but Hernandez misses the front end. Starting to see the Kindred Viking fans make their way into attendance here. Also Central Cast, that game again coming at you at the bottom of the hour at 7:30. Wittich with the right-handed finger roll, layup for 2, and a timeout here on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. We'll break with them here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Your family.
5:09 left to play in our fourth quarter here on YourLiveEvent.com as we get you ready for the final 5 minutes here of this one and then get you set for the Region 1 Championship later tonight. And as we mentioned, the all-region team, the Senior Athlete and Coach of the Year as well. And hey, Miss Basketball is going to be announced coming up here tomorrow. Saturday. I can't remember my days anymore. Bryce, block shot here by Wittich. Hallie Crockett of Northern Cass and Central Cass's own DeConte Smith. So 2 from Region 1 are going to have their chance to win Miss Basketball here.
I know who I'd vote for.
I think there's a little bias in your in your eyes, just a little bit. Here goes Sargent County Wittich, left wing. Fletcher Wilprecht will handle it here. Lost to basketball as it's going to be underneath. And Rustin Cath and alongside with him, Fletcher Wilprecht both had their right hand on that one and will have a tie-up. Fun time of the year, though. And yeah, everybody wants to win every award as possible. But when you get nominated for an award like a Miss Basketball, whether you win it or not, Bryce, it just kind of shows you the type of career but also senior season as, Fletcher Wilprecht tried to throw it off the backside there of David Round, but he didn't get both feet in bounds to repossess the basketball, so it'll be a turnover on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that group of young ladies is I don't know if there's ever been a better group. You talk about the state Nestle and the state championships, Killebrew, Storkland from Kenmare is really good, and then Ellie Broughton probably put up the best numbers of anybody in the history of North Dakota just all throughout her career, and DeConte Smith, state champion. I mean, just an incredible group of girls.
Time on the floor with Mike Gockler. We'll break as well. The Pirates back within 6.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
As we come back here for the Sargent County Bulldogs, Mortensen was able to break the press here for the Bulldogs and finish with the 2 points. And we're going to get another timeout here. This will be by Mike Gockler. Didn't like the situation that he was in, but timeouts on the floor throughout the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament. Again, are brought to you in part by our friends at Bank North. Visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, and they can take them wherever you want to go and handle your banking requests anytime for all of your accounts. From online to the mobile app, or find a branch near you with Bank North as they offer the perfect sync for your busy life. But yeah, how tough is it, Bryce? Because you're in the rooms where, as Hamilton say, it happens from the musical, but you're in the rooms for all region, and everybody's obviously trying to get their players, their respective girls or boys nominated. But how much do coaches talk about it throughout the year, get into a conversation and say these are the 10 or these are the 15 players that deserve to be nominees, to be on that all Region 1 team?
Well, I think you kind of go into the meeting, there's probably about 10 or 12 that are, unanimous. There's, it's really those last couple back and forth that, there's a lot of revotes and talking about. And, I mean, there's so many good players. Yeah, I mean, there's always, people that are going to feel left out, but that, that's part of basketball, and that's just the way it is. And if you're a junior or sophomore and you feel you got left out, that should be motivation rather than, feeling sorry for yourself. That should be motivation to get better next year, and, make sure you let all those guys know that, hey, you missed me last year, you were wrong about it, and I'm coming to come back even that much better next year.
Hernandez makes free throw attempt number 1. Speaking of guy who's been an all-region selection or been in a room where it happens in the last couple of years, his name has definitely been brought up as Hernandez goes 2 for 2 from the line. The last foul on Martinson.
I remember my first year at Northern Cass. He came in as an 8th grader. NDSU was playing in a national championship game like they normally do, and there wasn't very many people up in Northern Cass, and on a Saturday afternoon, and he lit us up for 23 points. I'll never forget that. And now it seems like that was just yesterday, but now he's already done with his career here, and he's been fun to watch.
Wittich with the nice spin move the other way. 8-point contest here. Hankinson needs that run in him. This would help. A 3 by Earl. Splash City able to bury one from downtown Wahpeton. He's got 20. Well, it's been the guards for Hankinson, there's no question, but oh, what a nice move on the other side with Wittich, and he's got a downhill mentality in this quarter, 6 in the fourth.
So good in that space. He's that 1-2 step that he gets when he has that ball. A little bit of a euro, a little bit of a crow hop, jump stop. He's so smooth with the ball.
As we'll have a turnover there as Hernandez threw about an 85-mile-an-hour fastball right to Rustin Kath, but it hit Kath more on the chin, and Rustin was ready for it, just wasn't ready to be up high as much, as this would be to Christensen, left short corner. Here's Hanson, 14-footer, rattling in for 2. Hanson and the Sargent County Bulldogs got this back up to 9, and where does Hankinson go now?
They're going to have to stop splitting baskets. They need to stop.
Rustin Kath gets 2 point, and Mike Ockler says, well, let's talk about the defense. Bryce with 2:44 left to play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll come back and have the final minutes of this one from the third place game in Wapaton on your live event.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all, from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
As we're back here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Wittich with the basketball to the 10 and to the paint, and Wittich has been the answer here. That's his 4th field goal. He's got 4 of the 7 field goals here in the fourth quarter for the Bulldogs. Hernandez tries to step through, and, well, as we mentioned, for any more moving forward, it's going to be free throws, and Cruz will go back to the free throw line and made an adjustment a little bit that time. Instead of allowing Cruz to have a little room, they try to jump him off that pick and roll, and Hernandez saw it enough to muscle his way through it, Bryce, and get a foul on Wittich.
Yeah, just a little adjustment they made in that timeout to try to come out and get a trap, but Hernandez was witty enough to counter it and get to the free throw line.
That was halfway down and rattled out. Rebound comes down to Sargent County. Now Hankinson's got to start chasing the game and kind of taking advantage on the defensive side, looking for traps when they can get them.
And they got a couple of fouls to give. They can go for some steals. They can be aggressive, but they got to make sure that they're not giving up any layups here.
Gavin Christensen inside the paint. No. Rebound comes down to Round, and Round looking for the outlet, gives it to Cruz Hernandez. Hernandez to Cooper Bowl, left wing 3 in transition on the way, no. Board by Rustin Kath, gives it to Rayshawn Earl, this to make it a 2-possession game. Got it to go.
He hasn't hit the rim on his last couple shots.
I would tell you what, Bryce, if there wasn't a net right there, we wouldn't know if it was good or not because it's been that pure.
Yep.
Rebound comes down to Martinson, left-hand side. Nice little shovel pass to Christensen from Fletcher for 2. Gavin with 16 points. Nice move there by Fletcher Wilprecht to get the assist. There's the answer. Hankinson raced on to the baseline here, leaves it to Round off the window, got it to go. So Round now has 4 points, and full court pressure defense continues by the Pirates.
Still only 2 possessions here. They need to get a stop. You can't give up another layup.
Sargent County going right down the paint, right-handed shot, no rebound to David Round. Now it goes the other side. Cruz Hernandez kind of playing a little cherry picker here, trying to get the shot off. Able to get inside the paint. Nice little no-look pass to Kath. Off the window, no. Ball underneath, and that one would have been large.
Yeah, they might need a foul here now. They're going to have a couple fouls to give. At least, there you go.
As Sargent County, there is the foul on the way as Christensen's going to hit the deck. A foul will come across here on Hankinson's Cooper Bowl. That'll be his 3rd and the team's 5th. So stops the clock. That's the good news. You can still brace, though, if you want, with the arrow in your favor if you're Hankinson. You don't have to foul right away if you find themselves in a really good trap,
no,
right?
If you get that trap right away, you try to stay in it. They didn't get it. Now they're probably going to have to come up and,
Well, Fletcher says, I don't care about the trap.
Let's
put the game away. Let's put the game away from the right wing. Fletcher says, I want to score in every quarter, Bryce, and he did.
He says, let's get to the concession stand after this. That's a dagger there. That's a big-time shot. It could be Could be his last 3 of his career. That's a good one to go out on.
Timeouts brought to you in part by Bank North here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll break with them here on Your Live Event.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273.
As we come back on the floor here, it's a 9-point advantage for Sargent County. Hankinson with the basketball after the timeout with Rayshawn Earl. Earl looking for a teammate, able to take a ball screen here right-hand side as Earl trying to get to the baseline here. And the play's a little broken, but Hernandez top of the key trying to get by Martinson. Luke trying to run him off the three-point line. Cruz, three-pointer, no rebound here by Gene. Bounce pass, but a lot of times coming off, and here goes Sargent County. Christensen
run it out.
Needs to do now is bring the ball in the front court, and the Sargent County Bulldogs are going to be your 2023 third place honorees, while Hankinson will finish fourth place as Ryan Weber just wants a
Let's his seniors get out of there.
Substitution to honor, and that's a good way to do it one more time here as a couple of them get a monster bear hug here for head coach Ryan Weber. When we're doing the interview, they were giving him the bunny ears. They were kind of looking at him a little bit, waving at him, and he said that's kind of what it's been all year, kind of loose and with this club, even when they were going 15 and 18-0 on the season, Bryce.
Yep.
So Sargent County Bulldogs will finish with 20 wins on the season. They'll go 20-3. Hankinson will finish the year 16-8, and they will take fourth place here in this Region 1 boys basketball tournament. Quick break. We're back after this with our post-game show on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
As we get to our post-game show here, let's name you our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life takes Enbridge Energy. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. That again is Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, well, Fletcher Wilprecht had 21 points, and rightfully so for the senior to finish it off with 21. Gavin Christensen, a guy that always flirts with a double-double with 16 points here. That is the 1-2 combination, and those two are Enbridge Energy Players of the Game, and also tip of the cap to Rayshawn Earl with 23 points for the Hankinson Pirates. From there to our RDK Enterprise Feature Precision Play of the Contest, and I think it really truly is getting to 20 wins on the season for Sargent County, whether it's third place, whether it's finishing a runner-up or fourth or first price. I think anytime when you can in high school basketball get 20 wins, we always hear it in college hoops, you get to 20 wins on a Power 5 team, you're probably going to the NCAA tournament, but in high school 20 wins, that's something to say for head coach Ryan Weber in Sargent County.
Yep, and hats off to him and his coaching staff and his seniors on a great season. 20 wins, that is something that it's kind of the benchmark, something you'll always be able to talk about. Congratulations to them on a great season. Maybe they didn't go on playing in the game they wanted to, but they still came out today and got that win, and those guys can go out, finish their careers with a win. That's something they'll always be able to remember.
And for the Hankinson Pirates, this is their best season since the 2016-17 season, so you're always trying to find ways to do better, and they did as well for head coach Mike Gockler. Both teams finished with three different seniors, Hernandez, Mikowski, and Kath last time playing for Hankinson, while for the Sargent County Bulldogs, Bixby, Wilprecht, and Christensen last time playing here for Sargent County. That is our RDK Enterprises Feature Precision Play of the Contest. plants. Get ready for the upcoming planting season with RDK Enterprises. Let them meet the challenge with you, particularly that is Mother Nature. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That again is planterdoc.com. So third place goes to Sargent County. Fourth place goes to Hankinson. Who's going to take first and who's going to take second? We'll find out. Go to yourliveevent.com for the Squirrels and the Vikings. On behalf of Joey Hughes, he's Bryce Laxdal. I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for tuning in to our third place contest. The Region 1 titles coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Thank you.